the boyfriend I've dated for a decade, has a childhood friend who's a troublemaker.
I left the client alone in the room, but it was only for an hour. I did good today.
Sorry, Mr. York, what happened today was a mistake by my staff. How about this? Giving you an extra 1% profit, on top of what we've agreed.
Evelyn Reed's boyfriend.
Michael. Ava plugged in an infected USB into the company computer and caused the security system to crash. Everyone in IT worked overtime. If we ignore her, she'll cause trouble soon.
Failure births success. She'll definitely improve. Look, she may have crashed the system, but she just wanted to improve. As her senior, be considerate.
Wasn't my meaning, okay.
I don't want to hear you criticize Ava again.
The business dinner day. Ava invited her relatives from the village. I found out and stopped them. Then I secured the $10 billion deal. Mr. Carter, who are the people in the room? Am I in the wrong?
Ms. Reed, this is the private room your company booked. These people are guests. Ms. Baker invited.
This is ridiculous. Take them to another room right now.
Mr. Zeller, I look forward to working with you.
We will never let you down.
Pleasure working with you. I have faith in your company. I'll be off now.
Michael, congratulations on securing.
Why did you drive my parents and relatives away? Just because they're ordinary folks, so they couldn't be there? Evelyn, are you just afraid I'll do better than you?
All right,
Don't cry. I'll make you a manager.
to make it up to you. Okay?
I disagree. Ava's caused a lot of trouble in just a year. She's not fit to be a manager.
Evelyn, you look down on me.
Because of background.
I'll leave, okay?
Ava crossed the road while crying and got hit by a speeding car. She died on the spot. Michael put all the blame on me.
It's all your fault. You refused to let me promote Ava. You looked down on her. If not for you, she wouldn't have run off and gotten hit by a car. Give Ava back to me.
Evelyn?
Evelyn,
Ava? Why are you here? I thought she died long ago.
Evelyn. It's working hours now, of course I'm in the office. I know you want to kick me out. But you should at least wait until you marry the boss.
Evelyn. Picking Mr. Zeller up at the airport.
Remember to get to Pinnacle Hall early.
Mr. Zeller likes you. Don't be late.
Pinnacle Hall? Mr. Zeller? 2025? June 13th? Have I been reborn? I went back to the day of the dinner with Glory Group's Mr. Zeller.
Evelyn. Don't be late, okay? We'll be off now.
Be good. It tickles.
Yeah? Well, I'm not. Not gonna happen. If you only be good if you say the magic word, or I'll keep this up and I'll never ever stop.
Please. Pretty please. Please go easy on me.
Alright.
How cheeky. I must have been crazy in my last life. I actually believed Michael only saw Ava as a sister. Hold on. I'll go with you guys.
Evelyn. We're going there for work.
Michael, what kind of girlfriend did you get? She gets jealous so easily.
Going for work. You said. Mr. Zeller likes me. Since Michael's fooling around with the company for the sake of his childhood love, I'll have to play along.
Whatever. As you like.
Hi, Mr. Zeller.
You must be tired after traveling. Dinner is ready.
Want to go there now?
Or take a break.
Your call. Let you decide.
The car is on the way.
Where's Ava?
She's here.
Ha!
Where's the car?
Here.
An electric scooter? Didn't I tell you to prepare a luxury 7-seater?
Only 2 of them. A 7-seater is unnecessary. Traffic is heavy during peak hours. Mr. Zeller, someone like you has no time to waste. Mr. Zeller, be careful when you 2 ride this. This is my favorite scooter. I'm so thoughtful.
Hold on. Who are you? Are you out of your mind? Why would you make us ride your scooter?
She's Mr. Hart's assistant, Ava Baker, in charge of all the arrangements today. In a past life, Ava used the car, meant for Mr. Zeller, to pick her relatives up. Unable to hail a cab, she rode the scooter, found out and stopped her.
But she complained about me.
Got scolded by Michael. In this life, I'll leave this mess to Michael.
Who are you? Mr. Zeller hasn't said anything. Why are you being harsh?
Mr. Zeller, I'm sorry. Ava was just joking. Something went wrong with our car, right? Why don't you take my car?
That young lady is quite funny.
Let's go.
You're right. My mom said working in the office is a waste of my talent. Someone as witty as I am should be shining on the stage.
Is something wrong with her? She just can't take a hint.
Ms. Baker is Mr. Hart's childhood sweetheart. Mr. Zell, you have a weak stomach and need to eat on time. The manager served the dishes earlier. The food will be ready when we get there.
Ms. Reed, so sweet of you.
Mr. Zeller, I hope you forgive our earlier mistake. As an apology, Ava has prepared a surprise for you.
Yeah, Mr. Zeller, to express our gratitude. I hope you'll like it.
Let's go in. This way, please.
I hope the surprise won't turn out to be a disaster.
Let's drink.
Yeah, drink.
Eat as much as you like. Drink.
This is good.
Mr. Hart. Are we in the wrong room?
I'll call the manager.
No. This is the room I booked.
Just eat to your heart's content. Get more if you want. My daughter's company will cover this. Ava's here. Come eat. This tastes really good.
Dad, Mom, Uncle James, Aunt Lisa.
Hudson, Ava's doing so well. She's working in a big company and treating us to a company meal, and the car that picked us up. It's the MPV we saw on TV, no? It was huge and luxurious. I could even lie down.
Aunt Lisa. There's steak and fries. Eat more of it. If you like, you can pack them up too. Mike, Mr. Zeller, don't just stand there. Let's eat.
Ava, what's going on? Didn't I say invite Mr. Lynch, Chamber of Commerce VP?
Mike, eating with family is better than eating with strangers. Look, everyone's enjoying themselves.
Ava, don't worry. We can be buddies.
Mr. Zeller, have a seat.
Later, let's have a drink.
Yeah, come over. The food's turning cold.
In last life, didn't go to airport. I came to the private room, saw this, prevented everything.
Ava acted innocent.
Ava acted innocent to take advantage. She thought the warm atmosphere would make Mr. Zeller feel moved.
A business gathering.
Isn't like a village dinner.
Identity of the guests.
Shows the host values their client and reflects the company. Ability and image.
Mike, look at how warm my dad is.
Ava, what's happening? Stop. Tell them to leave.
I'm not messing around. I should get my loved ones to be our guests too. My parents raised me, so they matter a lot to me. Why can't I invite them to dine with an important guest like Mr. Zeller? Or do you think my countryside parents aren't good enough? Do the two of you look down on them? How could you be such snobs?
Mr. Hart, is this how you treat your guests? Your staff's family ate for free, and she even called us snobs. Is your company going broke? Surely you're not trying to avoid payment and compensating Ms. Baker?
Mr. Zeller, a misunderstanding. It must be. Ava just joined the company. She doesn't know the ways of the world. I hope you won't mind her. We'll serve different dishes and share a meal with you.
Mr. Hart, is letting guests eat leftovers your way of expressing your sincerity?
What's wrong with leftovers? They're all clean. They even raised me to be a very capable lady.
Is Ava in the right mind? Does it matter if she acts this way in the office?
How can she act nuts with outsiders too?
What does she take this business dinner for?
A capable lady? Mr. Hart, are you okay? You let this lady mess around on an occasion like this. Is Mr. Zeller or Glory Group a joke to you?
How could you say that?
Shut up. Stop talking. Tell them to leave.
Fine. Dad, Mom. Leave with the others first.
What mean? You don't need here anymore?
Ava's successful now.
Let's listen to her.
All right, let's go.
Stop eating. Go.
What?
Not done, yet you want us to leave?
She shouldn't have invited us from the start.
Mr. Zeller, it's a mistake. We'll change the dishes. Please give another chance. Quick, bring the figurine for Mr. Zeller here.
Huh?
The figurine I went to buy with you.
That one? I thought we'd only give it to him after we land the project.
We're giving it to Mr. Zeller anyway. It doesn't matter. Quick! Mr. Zeller, it's a blessed figurine from Prosper House. You and your wife were busy with work and missed the best timing to have kids. I tried so hard to get this for you. Hope you and your wife fulfill your dream soon.
How thoughtful.
Remember to invite me when you're celebrating your child's birthday in the future.
Mr. Hart, don't worry. If this works, I'll make sure to invite you.
I'll be waiting for the celebration then.
Terrible. Let's go.
She must have made a mistake. Where's the figurine? Bring it!
Mike, I'm sorry. I accidentally broke it 2 days ago.
What?
Broke it?
But look. Tada. I put my favorite photo in. Mike, I went to sew this recently and took this photo with the penguins. Wasn't easy. Look.
When did you break it? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I broke it 2 days ago, but I forgot to tell you. I tried my best to make it up. I ordered one from the $10 store. It'll be ready in 2 days. They've been wanting a child. I placed my photo in it since I'm a lucky person. My parents always say I'm their biggest blessing. I thought he'd like if I placed my favorite photo in the box for him, right?
Ava, are you crazy? How is it the same?
Why did you yell at me? I tried my best to make up for it. Why yell at me over something this trivial?
All right. Ava, don't. Didn't mean to yell at you.
I got too worked up.
Don't cry. My heart's breaking.
He's comforting her as she cries. How loving. In my past life, because Ava broke the figurine, took Dad's rosewood figurine, sent it over. Appease Mr. Zeller. I won't do anything this time. I'd like to see what happens next.
Are they acting in some drama? Is Mr. Hart in his right mind? Has he been infected too?
What a waste of time. Let's go.
Hey, Mr. Zeller.
Mike, are you still mad at me? I didn't mean it. I tried my best to do what I could.
Evelyn,
Close to Mr. Zeller.
apologize to him.
I'll be here with Ava.
Don't cry. You'll look ugly.
I will appease Mr. Zeller, but I'll also try to secure the deal. But the contract will not belong to the Harts. Mr. Zeller. Mr. Zeller.
Why are you here?
Mr. Zeller, I'm sorry for their mistake. Mason Corp is sincere for this project. You can just work with me.
Work with you?
We'll talk about it as we eat. Prepared. A gift for you. Mr. Zeller will like it.
Ms. Reed, let me remind you, you guys have said that many times.
But each time,
We were surprised.
I'd like to apologize once again. This time, I need 2 minutes. Give a chance, Mr. Zeller.
considering how sincere you are, I'll give you a chance.
Mr. Zeller, this way.
This figurine. Dignified and sacred.
This is the last piece of work by Mr. Quinn Hunt.
What? It's Mr. Quinn Hunt's work? His work was known for blessing people with kids.
Mr. Zeller, maybe there'll be good news soon.
Please bless me with kids. I'll definitely pay it forward. Hello? Sean, come back. I'm pregnant. What? You're pregnant? Dear. No, Queen. Don't move too much. I'll be right back. Ms. Reed. Incredible.
You were blessed because of your kindness.
Ha ha ha. Glory Corp would be happy to work with a lucky person like you. Henry. Stay and handle project.
Yes, sir. Ms. Reed, you're amazing.
You flatter me. I was going off my memories. Around this time in my last life, Mr. Zeller's wife learned of her pregnancy. Dream fulfilled. And he saw Michael in a new light. But that glory is mine now. Today, the best person went to the theme park with me. I was the prettiest princess today too. To us. I was appeasing Mr. Zeller, but Michael had time to take Ava on a romantic date at the theme park. No wonder he didn't even call or send a message. He likely lost his brain during the roller coaster ride. Have to speed things up.
Evelyn, these are fresh out of the pot. Have some. Evelyn, why did you take everything out? Are you moving out?
Yeah. I'm moving out. Nancy, things I didn't take. Take them if you like.
I'll keep one as a memento. We've stayed together so long, I can't bear you leaving.
In the future, I'll come back often to visit. Mrs. Hart Sr. What? Mr. Hart Sr.'s in the hospital? I'll be right there. Since the day Michael hurt me, there was nothing left between us, but his parents treated me well in the past. I'll see them, and end everything between Michael and me.
Evelyn, you're here. Why did you bring all these things? You're sweating. Sit. Have some water.
Thank you. Mr. Hart Sr., how do you feel? Do you feel better now?
Why didn't you get changed before visiting us? Why are you in a business suit?
A business suit is fine. Evelyn's pretty. She looks good in anything.
Dad, what's wrong? Why did you fall sick?
It's the same as before.
Mr. Hart Sr., been a while. How are you?
I'm fine, but Alicia made a big deal out of it.
Michael, why would you come with Ava? told you to. Come with Evelyn.
When you called me, we were together. So, I had Ava come with me. Dad watched Ava grow up. Concerned about him.
Even so, she could have visited herself. Why come with you? This isn't right. I was very worried about Mr. Hart Sr., so I wanted to come with Mike, but I'm relieved to see that he's all right. I'll leave then.
Don't go. Since you're here, just stay.
I just don't want to see you suffer because of me.
Enough. Ava came to visit me, out of concern. Why are you making a fuss? Did you ever ask for my opinion? Evelyn, do you have any issues with Ava staying here?
No, Mr. Hart Sr., you saw Ava grow up. You share a close bond. I understand.
This is how the Hart's daughter-in-law should act. Evelyn, you're 30, right? You've missed the best time to conceive. We only have an heir for 3 generations, I think. You should conceive and get married after giving birth to our first grandson. That way, people won't mock you.
Hey, what are you saying?
What's wrong? It's important to have an heir. What's wrong with my suggestion? Besides, it's a woman's duty to have kids. She hasn't carried out her duty. Is that even right?
Mr. Hart Sr. Have an apple.
All right.
Evelyn, just listen to Mr. Hart Sr. Don't worry about the company affairs. I'm smart. So I can help Mike.
Ava, you never let me down. How thoughtful. It'd be such a blessing if we could get a daughter-in-law like her.
Your wish will come true. Mr. Hart, am I too old to conceive? Ava's young. She can do that. You can ask for as many kids as you like.
Evelyn,
What mean? It was a suggestion.
why are you triggered?
What? Truth hurts or something?
Mrs. Hart Sr. have work to do. I'll be off.
Hey, Evelyn. Evelyn.
Stop it. She scowls at her man as she likes. Is that even right? Once she's cleared her mind, she'll come back.
It was my fault. I made Evelyn mad. Mike had to put up with it because of me. I feel bad for Mike.
You hear that? Ferbini. He's a man. How can he let a woman walk all over him? That's too much.
Mr. Hart Sr., don't worry.
Calm down.
How good it'd be if our daughter-in-law was sweet like Ava.
You're happy, but that happiness won't last for long.
John. What are you even saying? Evelyn's heard so much. She must be sad. Michael. Go to Evelyn now and apologize to her. If she doesn't forgive you, you'd better not come back.
Evelyn. Evelyn. My dad said a few words. Why did you leave? Are you trying to disrespect him?
Did you come here to say all this crap?
The project with Glory Group.
What's the progress of the first phase?
There's no progress. Mr. Zeller refused to sign contract.
Wait. How could that be? Evelyn, did you mess it up on purpose just because I was with Ava?
Shouldn't you ask Ava why we failed to land the contract? She invited her relatives to feast during a serious business dinner. Did she respect Mr. Zeller? Remember that. Glory Group dominates the field. Many want to work with them. Why think you could land the contract?
Hold on. Ava invited her relatives out of kindness. She wanted to share something nice with them. Can't you be more accepting?
You should tell Mr. Zeller instead of me. If Mr. Zeller accepts the explanation, I'll be fine with it too. Mr. Hart, why don't you meet Mr. Zeller yourself?
If I go see him now, I'll just get scolded by him.
You know, you'd get scolded.
Evelyn. Could you stop being so sarcastic?
I'll talk to Ava so she won't make such a mistake again.
Michael, You say that. Whenever she caused trouble.
Ava's slow. It must be because she's all on her own. No one's guiding her. Just be more patient. How about this? She'll work with me. I'll guide her well.
Have you forgotten? After she locked the client in the office, you'd already made her your personal assistant. Oh, so you didn't guide her well?
Evelyn, can you stop being so aggressive? I hate it. I'll have a good talk with Ava. I believe she'll be a great assistant.
All right. You can wait for her to slowly grow up. Reminder. This project with Glory Group is crucial before our company gets listed. You should figure out how to explain this to the board of directors.
Evelyn, if you make her apologize, she will be fired and won't survive in this field.
Dad seen her.
As his own daughter,
If it's hard for her, due to me.
I'll get a good scolding. But if I take the blame, lose credibility as CEO, shareholders will doubt me.
He wants to protect his precious, but can't bear giving up his position. He's greedy and wants the best of both worlds. So, what do you plan to do?
Evelyn, you're in charge of this project.
You're well regarded in the company.
How about this?
Admit that you lost the deal because of your mistake. Those old folks trust you.
So they won't go after you. You'll be demoted.
But I'll promote you again after a while. Don't worry about your pay and benefits.
I'll compensate you with double the amount. Evelyn,
You love me.
you wouldn't want me in a tough spot.
Michael knows I love him, so he takes advantage of my love to set me up. But why? Why should I take the blame when his precious made a mistake? Does he see me as a pushover? Calm down. Calm down, Evelyn. It's not time yet. Not time to fall out yet. Really?
Of course. Evelyn, we've been together 10 years. You know how I feel.
All right. As you wish.
Evelyn, you're the best. Evelyn,
I have work to do. Go keep your dad company.
Okay.
Evelyn, you're the best girlfriend in the world. You're the best girlfriend.
I hope you can still say that in the future.
The next day. The meeting started at 9 a.m. It's 9:30. Why isn't Mr. Hart here? What exactly is he dealing with that he's late for such an important meeting?
Take it easy. He must be busy with the Glory Group project. That's why he's late.
If that's true, it'd be great. Unfortunately, deal fell through.
What? The deal fell through? How could that be? I remember. Mr. Zeller regarded us highly.
Ms. Reed, what happened yesterday? Why did we lose out on such a major project? Demand an explanation.
Calm down. Mr. Hart is here. He'll explain to all of you.
Mike, you little rascal. I'll tell your dad that. You bullied me.
Please forgive me, okay?
Mr. Hart, we've been waiting for you for almost an hour. Why are you here now? Also, it's a board meeting. Why would you bring a weirdo here? Do you even take this meeting seriously?
Ms. Lowe. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm a weirdo? Look. This is fashion. Besides, must I dress formally just to attend a meeting?
That's rude. Who are you? To interrupt your superior? Also, Mr. Hart's assistant, you have no right to attend a board meeting. Get out of here now.
Mike, I don't want to go. I want to be here with you.
Ms. Lowe, Ava's presence at today's meeting is essential. I suggest she stays.
Mr. Hart, are you joking? Is an assistant that important?
What you're saying is,
We shareholders don't matter? Mr. Hart, I don't care who you favor or protect. This is a shareholders meeting, not your playground.
Ms. Lowe, calm down. Ms. Baker was in charge of hosting Mr. Zeller. She knows Glory Group's project. If she stays, easier to clarify details later.
Ms. Reed has a point.
Fine.
We'll go with Ms. Reed's suggestion.
Evelyn, you're the best.
You're welcome. Let's see. If you thank me later. That old woman's good at putting on a sweet act.
Everyone. About the project with Glory Group. Mr. Zeller will not partner with us.
The deal is off.
What? How did this project fall apart?
The last time we met Mr. Zeller, he was optimistic about working with us.
Mr. Hart, in charge of this project. You owe an explanation.
I understand everyone's frustration.
But the person responsible for this project was our vice president, Evelyn.
I propose
Disciplinary action. A demotion. Any objections?
She should be kicked out of the company.
I object.
Evelyn, you feel uncomfortable, but you shouldn't get emotional.
What's going on with Evelyn? Didn't we already agree on this?
I'm emotional. Mr. Hart, company interests come first. I, Evelyn, would never risk the company out of misplaced sympathy. This evidence I have will show who really was responsible for Glory Group's project.
Evelyn, you.
What's wrong with leftovers?
We're all clean. They wanted a child, so I placed my photo in it since I'm lucky. My parents say I'm their biggest blessing. I thought he'd like. If I placed my favorite photo in the box for him, right?
What was she thinking? Letting her poor relatives eat at the event.
She broke the figurine meant for Mr. Zeller and replaced it with her photo. Is something wrong with her head?
Mr. Zeller not calling us out on the spot was already a courtesy.
Hey, Mr. Zeller. Michael, are you still mad at me?
Mr. Hart, did you see Mr. Zeller leaving? Why not go after him? You comforted your little assistant instead?
Mr. Hart, have you completely lost sense of your priorities? I seriously doubt your capability to lead Mason Corp.
Mr. Hart, you owe us an explanation for this mess.
Don't be mean to Michael.
Both tried their best.
To secure the deal.
Trying. You tried so hard, it killed the project. Thanks a lot.
You're mean to me. You're a bad person.
Why did you play that video? Is it because of your ridiculous jealousy? Are you so insistent on ruining her? Say it. Say that you fabricated the video and take all the blame. Otherwise, we're done.
Then let's break up. Michael, you really thought I'd still like a blind, delusional fool like you?
Evelyn,
Are you insane? You're breaking up with me? I'm very pissed. Apologize. Right now.
As everyone can see, Michael acts irrationally, lacks judgment, damaged the company's interests. I propose his immediate removal as CEO.
Evelyn,
You're just the vice president. What gives you the right to remove me as CEO? Ridiculous. I admit, this was my mistake. But don't forget, it was I, Michael Hart, who built Mason Corp. From nothing into what it is today. Without me, there would be no Mason Corp. I ask you, give me another chance.
Another chance? Michael, you broke the rules to bring Ava into the company and repeatedly protected her when she caused trouble just because you liked her. You've already ran out of chances. How shameless are you to ask for another chance?
Just shut up. One more word, and I'll make you pay. Evelyn, I know. You're doing this to claim me as your own. But you chose the wrong way. All you've done is make me hate you more.
Suit yourself. Ex-boyfriend.
Evelyn.
I have good news to share with all of you. After last night's banquet, I visited Mr. Zeller again, touched by sincerity. Agreed to.
Resume our partnership.
But Mr. Zeller said, this deal will only move forward if Michael and Ava are not involved.
Great. This is amazing.
Finally, we're partners with Glory Group. Mason Corp. Proceed with the IPO. As planned.
Ms. Reed, you're capable. Made this possible.
Evelyn.
You tricked me.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Hart? You claim Ava didn't sabotage the deal? Or that you didn't abandon the client to comfort your childhood love? Plus, I fought tooth and nail to save this deal. Your position as CEO, incapable of professional judgment, was never qualified in the first place. Everyone, it's your turn.
To make your position clear,
I support Ms. Reed's proposal.
I agree.
So do I.
Lester, don't forget. When you needed money, I was the one who helped you. You promised you'd support me for life.
Mr. Hart. That was a favor. Business is business. They can't be mixed. Tell you what,
After you step down.
I'll support your monthly living expenses.
You. Xavier. When you messed up years ago, I protected you.
Mr. Hart. If it weren't for that, I would have proposed your removal long ago.
What about you, Sarah? We're both from the same hometown. You're not seriously backing Evelyn too?
Mr. Hart, I have to go with the majority. Besides, we're acting in the company's best interest.
It's true. This time, I made a mistake because of Ava. But I admitted my mistake. The deal is secured. Why do you refuse to let it go?
Because no one here wants to keep cleaning up your mess. Michael, you knew Ava caused trouble again and again, yet you overlooked it every time. Face the consequences. You still have the nerve to ask? You brought this on yourself. Serves you right.
Enough of your nonsense. Evelyn, don't forget. I'm not just the CEO. I also own 25% of the company's shares. I'm the largest shareholder. I have veto power. Evelyn, you are the one who should be removed.
Humph.
If you know what's good for you, you'll come and beg me right now. Otherwise, I'll exercise my rights as the largest shareholder and remove you as vice president right now.
That's right, Evelyn. Just apologize already, then Michael might still give you a chance for old time's sake.
Don't you think it's too early to act like the winner? Are you certain you're the winners here?
Still playing games? What leverage do you think you have left? Don't tell me you're relying on these shareholders, even if every single one of them backs you, so what? I'm the largest shareholder. If I want you out, no one can stop me.
Ms. Reed, based on company policy, the largest shareholder does have veto power to remove any executive. Think of something.
Michael, I gave you part of my shares, so you could become the largest shareholder. What happened? Why are you angry?
Those old fools. They said I wasn't capable and refused to follow my orders. What authority do I have as CEO? I might resign and go home.
That's your anger talking again. How's this? I transfer 10% of my shares to you? Then you'll have 25% of company shares, making you the largest shareholder. You'll have full authority over the company.
Really? You'd actually give me your shares?
Of course. I've already prepared everything.
Is that true? Evelyn, you're the best. How are you so good? I swear that I, Michael Hart, will never let you down for the rest of my life. So what? You willingly gave them to me. It's not like I forced you. For argument's sake, your shares belong to me now. I'm still the largest shareholder.
Michael, you're shameless. Ms. Reed loyal to you. This how you repay her?
You're an assistant. Why shout at me?
One more word.
And you'll be kicked out of this company right now.
You.
Michael. After 10 years together, you really don't know me at all. I, Evelyn Reed, never go into a fight unprepared.
What are you talking about?
It means that the 25% of shares you're holding is no longer yours. As of this moment, I, Evelyn Reed, am the company's largest shareholder.
Whoever secures the deal with Glory Group gets the other party's shares. Fake. All of it. You forged this contract. I never signed anything like this.
Is that so? Ask your childhood sweetheart. She brought this contract.
Ava. What exactly is going on?
I let you sign it.
Ava, how dare you do this?
Because Evelyn was always opposing you. Every policy you proposed kept getting rejected. I was just trying to help you. Mr. Zeller proved stubborn, signing the deal with Evelyn instead. So we lost. This isn't my fault.
Ava, you've completely ruined me.
So, Michael can actually get upset at Ava.
Michael. How could you hit me? Everything I did was for your sake. It was Evelyn. She knew about the bet and still signed with Mr. Zeller to steal your shares.
Shut up. Evelyn. Look, I didn't know of this contract at all. Pretend this never happened?
No.
Evelyn. Do you really have to be this heartless?
You betrayed my loyalty first. Get him out of here.
Mr. Hart, correction. You're no longer CEO. You're Michael now. This way, don't disturb the meeting.
Evelyn. Not over.
Michael, wait for me.
Let's continue the meeting.
Michael, wait.
Get lost.
Michael, we can still turn this around. I know a way to get you the deal.
How?
Actually, it's not a big deal if Evelyn has the shares. She loves you. Go home, talk to her. And she'll give you back the shares.
Exactly. Women are soft-hearted. Tonight, I'll smooth things over. Then she'll stop this fuss.
Good, I was looking for this.
This vase is nice too. My daughter's always complaining there's nowhere to put the flowers. Problem solved now.
What are you doing? Who told you to move our things?
Evelyn said to take them.
She no longer wanted these.
She said help ourselves.
All right, let's go.
Evelyn loves our home a lot. There's no way she'd let anyone take our things.
To the left. Go back. A little more. Okay. Perfect. Finally. From now, this will be our home.
Yes. This is our home.
Oh. What's going on? The neighbors are taking all of our stuff.
Evelyn and Michael had a fight. She didn't just take her own things, she had the neighbors take everything else too.
How outrageous. This is completely out of line. It's one thing for her to leave home, But to give away the household items? Luckily, she hadn't married into the Harts yet. Or else even all our wealth wouldn't survive her.
Exactly. Evelyn really went too far.
Ava. This is a family matter. Please do us a favor and leave.
Fine, so be it. Michael didn't even come after me like he used to. Just wait and see.
Evelyn and all the company shareholders removed me as CEO. That idiot, Ava, drafted an agreement without me, and Evelyn lost all shares. To Evelyn, I have nothing left. They kicked me out of the company.
What? She kicked you out of the company? This is unbelievable. Get her back here. I'll teach her some manners. And put her back in her place.
Stop making things worse. Evelyn must have been really angry this time. Go talk to her after this. Then it'll all be fine.
I understand, Mom.
Ms. Reed, here's the progress report.
Okay. Good work. Later. Present to Glory Group. Remember. The important client. We must show best service.
Got it. I'll head to Glory Group now.
Evelyn. Evelyn. I finally found you. I was wrong. Please don't be angry with me anymore, alright?
Angry? I'm not angry.
That's good. Then come home with me later. Dinner with parents. My mom said she has a lot to tell you.
What I mean, wouldn't waste time angry at someone unimportant.
Evelyn. We've been together for 10 years. How could you break up with me over something so small?
Mr. Hart, did you forget? I dumped you. Now I, Evelyn Reed, have nothing to do with you anymore.
Mr. Hart, please stop. Mason Corp doesn't allow unauthorized people inside.
Evelyn, come back.
Michael.
Michael.
Get lost. If it weren't for you, why would Evelyn have kicked me out? And I wouldn't have been thrown out.
Michael. I know I messed up. But I'm here to get you back into Mason Corp.
How?
I heard. Mason Corp's final pre-IPO financing begins. If you can secure that deal, the shareholders will be lining up to invite you back. When Evelyn realizes your capability, she will take you back.
Right. As long as I land that financing deal, Evelyn will come back to me. Then, the shares will become mine.
Today's our final round of pre-IPO financing. My first challenge as CEO. Failure isn't option. Prepared gifts?
Don't worry. Everything's ready.
Ms. Reed values Javanese inkstones most. This one cost me a fortune. Be careful with it.
Relax, Michael. I'll keep your gift safe.
You're just the best.
Evelyn, I haven't seen you in a few days. You look prettier.
Why here?
I'm here for Mr. Smith's baby shower, of course. Evelyn. Running Mason Corp for years.
Even though you kicked me out.
I still have my connections.
Hear that, Evelyn? Mike's really amazing. You should really cherish him.
Evelyn. I know you're just angry. You've made your point. Enough now.
Michael. When I see arrogantly confident you are, I realized I screwed up. I should have dumped you way sooner. How could I have been so blind before? To let such a delusional idiot ruin my life?
Evelyn.
Don't push it. But not a second time. If you mouth off to me again, securing this round of funding Those shareholders will beg me to come back. Don't blame me for kicking you out then.
That's right, Evelyn. Just apologize. Mike will forgive you, given your 10-year history.
Oh. So, it seems you're confident on winning this funding round.
Evelyn. Mr. Smith's got high hopes for me. If you apologize, after I secure this funding, I'll share the credit with you.
And we can even get back together.
Ha.
You should be grateful for my generosity.
You hear him? Mike wants an apology. Evelyn, you better get on your knees and apologize now. Drag it out any longer. And he might change his mind.
You need to apologize. To me and Ava. You must earn her forgiveness.
Yeah.
And make her the director.
Otherwise,
we're done for good.
Ms. Reed has given so much to the company, and you're making her apologize to Ava?
You scumbag. You're just an assistant. What right do you have to yell at me? Say one more word, and when I get back to the company, I fire you.
Exactly. Just wait until Mike returns. You're first on the list.
Oh yeah? Then let's see how long I'll manage to call the shots.
You. Mike. I'm so sweet. Why doesn't she like me? She keeps giving you a hard time. Evelyn's mean.
Once she fails this time, I'll set her straight.
Mr. Smith. Congratulations on newborn.
thank you. Where's Mr. Hart? Why isn't he with you? Mr. Smith, sorry.
I'm late. Forgive me. Evelyn's been giving me the cold shoulder lately.
Young people love their little fights. But fights are fights. Don't let it get to you.
Don't you think so? You're right. We need to be understanding. Evelyn, let's not fight anymore. When we get back, I'll apologize. Please forgive me.
Michael, you've got away with your girlfriend. Not bad. Ha ha ha.
It's all thanks to you, Mr. Smith. Everyone knows how sweet you and your wife are. I'm just trying to follow your example.
Michael, you always know what to say. We need to grab drinks sometime soon.
Why wait? Do tomorrow. How about golf? Hit a round, then grab a drink.
Your call.
Looks like this funding deal is all Mike's. He promised me that. Once he's back in charge, he'll make me the director. But don't worry, by then, you can resign and be a housewife.
Don't get ahead of yourself. The outcome's far from decided.
Mr. Smith, Mason Corp's final round of pre-IPO funding begins soon. What think?
I've been watching Mason Corp for a while. You just secured a big order with Glory Group too. What huge potential. I'm optimistic. After the party, bring the contract to me.
You hear that? Mr. Smith's on board with the funding. And you, Evelyn. Without Mike, you're nothing.
Ms. Reed, what now?
Don't worry. Help's on the way.
I don't agree with this funding deal. I don't agree with this funding deal.
The party hasn't even started yet. Why'd you bring our son out so early?
Good thing I came out ahead. Or you'd have been tricked into signing that contract.
What do you mean? Weren't you also very optimistic about Mason Corp before?
Hi, Mrs. Smith. Look. If I've done something wrong, let me know. I'll correct.
A coward who can't own his mistakes
And lets a woman take the fall.
isn't worthy of partnering with us. Darling, this is my decision. Are you okay?
Well,
Do you think having a child means that? I don't get a say anymore?
of course not. Don't say that. We won't fund Mason Corp anymore. Don't be mad.
You're wrong. We're still funding Mason Corp. Just not through Michael, since you've been kicked out of the company. You can't represent it anymore. Give my son a good cuddle later. He likes you.
Sure. I'll snuggle the little guy plenty.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the party is starting.
Nina, the party's starting.
It's time to head in.
Mr. Smith, ma'am. Evelyn, what tricks did you pull to make her like you?
If you think I used tricks, you can try some yourself. See if Mrs. Smith will even glance your way. If you fail, then you're no different from a barking dog.
You.
What? Go figure something out. Otherwise, you'll be completely out of the game.
Ms. Reed, why is Mrs. Smith friendly with you when she's hard to approach?
Everyone cares about the outcome.
What do you mean by that?
Mr. Smith is over 40 and has finally the son he's longed for. Overjoyed. Mrs. Smith is overjoyed. The family is overjoyed. And all the guests are happy for them. But in this sea of happy people, someone overlooked. Even she overlooked herself.
Who's it?
Mrs. Smith, with the best care, your body will change. Pregnancy and childbirth. Mrs. Smith's been wearing loose clothes while recovering. But when she tried on her old clothes for the party, she realized they didn't fit. Regarding the gift, I got her something that could flatter her figure. She's grateful to me.
No wonder you shopped for clothes before the party. You planned it all back then. What if she already thought of that? And prepped her own clothes?
Then nothing. I prepared in advance to be safe. But that doesn't mean I couldn't go toe-to-toe with Michael anyway.
Impressive.
Rory.
What's wrong? Oh no, it looks like he's choking on something.
Doctor, get a doctor.
Hello, 911? We need help. Come immediately.
It'll take at least 5 minutes for the doctor to come. He won't last until then.
Oh, my baby.
I've learned infant first aid.
Let me try.
Hey, Evelyn. I never heard you knew infant first aid. Are you sure? Don't hurt the baby.
Yeah, Evelyn. Don't play around. Stop it!
He spit it out. He's okay now.
Good thing this lady acted fast. Or it could have been bad.
Evelyn, thank you so much. If anything happened to my son, I wouldn't be able to go on.
Hey, Nina. Mind if I call you that? Thank you, Nina. It was nothing. Rory was fine. How'd he swallow a grape? Look into that.
Molly, what happened? I've been with him the whole time.
I swear I took good care of him. It was this lady.
It was her.
She was playing with Rory.
She must have done something.
No. Wasn't me. Didn't do anything.
Get the footage.
Mr. Smith.
Are you out of your mind? He's only a month old. Why'd you feed him a grape?
I just wanted to make him happy. I didn't mean any harm. Mike. Didn't you tell me to impress Mrs. Smith? I was just following your orders.
I asked you to help with the kid, not to feed him.
I didn't know.
Mr. Smith.
I'm sorry. It was an accident. Ava meant well. Look, I promise she won't touch her son again.
Since my wife and I got married, I've been wishing for a son. 20 years later, we finally get this little treasure. But you and this idiot you brought nearly killed him. Get out of my sight right now. Or don't blame me for getting rough. Get out.
Get out.
Security.
Mr. Smith. Give me another chance, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. I'm begging you.
Evelyn. We want you up on stage with us for the toast. Is that okay?
It'd be my honor.
Let's go.
Mike. Mike.
Ava, you've gotten me into huge trouble. Why feed a 1-month-old a grape?
I noticed Mrs. Smith warming up to Evelyn. So I wanted to help you out. I did it for you. I tried my best. I was a good help.
Shut up. You're a disaster. Your fault I got kicked out. I'm done for.
You hit me? Again? I'm done with you. Get lost.
When the party's over, get Evelyn over to meet me. I was discharged days ago, but she hasn't shown up. That's just rude.
She's not coming back. We broke up for good. What?
We locked in the funding deal. Mason Corp's final round of funding is complete. Next. Need to pick a date. And prepare for the IPO.
You're amazing. You scored Smith Group's funding on your first try.
Ms. Reed, that's incredible.
With you leading, Mason Corp will definitely soar to great heights.
All right. Securing the funding and officially launching our IPO is worth a celebration. But it's just the start. We still need to keep working hard. Okay. Everyone back to work.
Ms. Reed, these are the accounts Michael skimmed while he was CEO.
This much? I was blind before. I had no clue he was doing all this behind my back.
Good thing you sealed the funding with Mr. Smith. If this got leaked, Mason Corp wouldn't be able to go public.
Organize all this evidence. Michael took from the company. I'll make sure he spits it all back out.
Evelyn. Knew you were here. Evelyn.
Evelyn,
Can't go in.
move. You dumb and guard dog, step aside. Don't keep me from meeting my son's future wife.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stop them.
It's fine. You can go now.
Evelyn, I shouldn't have let Ava join Mason Corp. I've kicked her out. Don't worry, I promise she won't appear in our lives again. Please forgive me.
Evelyn, Mike's already apologized to you. As his father, I guarantee Ava won't cause any more trouble. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Evelyn, hit me to vent. It's fine as long as you forgive me. Together 10 years.
Evelyn, can you walk away from that? Of course I can. Michael. All those times you made me clean up after Ava. All those times you made me take the fall for her. Even in the past when you actually strangled me for her. This relationship is over. Michael. If you keep making a scene, it'll only prove I was right to dump you.
Evelyn. I was wrong. I swear, it won't happen again. Used to love me. Why can't you forgive me?
You said. That was before. All right. I've said all I had to say. Preparing for an IPO. Leave now. Or I'm calling security.
No, Evelyn. The way you're treating your man is completely outrageous. Listen up. If you're smart, you'll get back with my son and hand over your CEO position to him. Otherwise, I'll tell everyone you kicked my son out. Just so you could hog the company. Let's see how a wicked woman like you takes a company public.
Fine by me. You'd better make a big show and invite a bunch of reporters to cover it. Don't forget the internet influencers either. The bigger, the better. That way, Everyone will know how Michael embezzled from Mason Corp like a parasite during his time as CEO.
How do you have these? Evelyn, you investigated me?
Did I need to? You really thought you could hide that forever? Michael, you've got 3 days to repay every cent you embezzled. Don't make me call the police.
Call the police? You'd let my son get arrested? Evelyn, do you even have a heart?
Evelyn, I know I was wrong.
Just give me one more chance. Security.
Evelyn, don't do this to me. Evelyn,
This is outrageous. I told you a long time ago, don't get involved with her. You didn't listen. Now look, she's showing no mercy.
if you hadn't told me to bring Ava into the company, look after her, Evelyn wouldn't be in this mess. She wouldn't know. And now look. If unpaid, $50 million sends me to prison.
I was just trying to find you an assistant. What do we do now?
If unpaid, $50 million debt sends me to prison.
I was just trying to find you an assistant. What do we do now?
The only way is to repay the funds first. Then figure out the rest. How much do we have?
We can scrape together 10 million. Your mom saved all the money you've sent back these years.
I also have 10 million. The bags, apartments, and cars I gave Ava over the years. Total about 10 million. She's kind. She'll help me through this.
Right. We've watched Ava grow up. She's a good girl. She'll help for sure.
That's great. Oh, right. If you find a new sugar daddy, hook me up too. Michael? Huh,
He's just a loser.
misjudged him. He's a grown man. Yet he couldn't handle Evelyn. He's been kicked out of Mason Corp and is worthless. Had I known he was useless, I would have ditched him sooner. Instead of pretending to be an innocent, sweet girl for a year. Don't laugh at me. To be an innocent, sweet girl for a year. Don't laugh at me.
Ava's been tricking you.
Ava!
Mike. Mr. Hart. Why are you here? You are hungry. I'll make food.
Liar! You're a liar.
You actually tricked me. Ava, I thought so highly of you. How dare you deceive my son? You're asking for it.
You old geezer. How dare you hit me? Yes. I tricked your son. Only because he's an idiot. A couple sweet words, a little pout, and he loses his DMN mind. Now look. Girlfriend dumped him. He's broke, worthless. Telling you. You deserve it.
Say that again, Ava. Give back everything I bought you. Apartment, car, jewelry. All of it.
What? How can you have the nerve to ask me to return the things you gave me? Dream on. You're not getting a cent. Dream on. You're not getting a cent.
You won't return them? Then I'll hang banners outside your house and let everyone know your family raised such a shameless daughter. Let's see how you live that down.
You wouldn't dare. Mike, no need to go that far, right? We practically grew up together. No need to burn everything.
Then pay up. There's nothing to discuss.
But I don't have money.
No money? Sell the things I bought you.
I already sold them long ago. Only the apartment remains. And you know the market situation. This place isn't worth much.
Sold them? Where's the money?
I spent it. Big city. Everything's expensive. Got plastic surgery, visited spas, bought bags. The money's all gone.
You blew through his hard-earned money like that? I'll teach you a lesson.
Dad. Just wait. I'm calling the police right now. You'll rot in jail.
No. Mike.
Get lost.
I've always said Ava was scheming. Unlike Evelyn, who's straightforward. All that money. And she's wasted it all. Mike, what do we do now? Where are we going to find $30 million? Maybe you should beg Evelyn again.
Nonsense. What for? Mike made mistakes. But is Evelyn completely blameless? She's over 30, and she won't even give him a son. If Mike had an affair, she drove him to it.
Mom, Dad, stop arguing. I know what to do. I was blinded by Ava before. Now I know. The one who loves me is Evelyn.
All right.
I'll apologize and swallow pride. She's probably waiting for me to give her an out anyway.
Mike. Apologize to Evelyn properly this time. She may be stubborn. But she's a good woman. If you lose her, you'll regret it forever. Even if she throws a tantrum, don't lose your temper. You need to coax her gently.
Got it, Mom. I know what to do. Been with me 10 years. It's time to give her a home. Hello. Do me a favor.
Hello, Evelyn. You busy? Not interrupting, am I?
Mrs. Hart Sr., what's wrong?
Well, John and I are heading back home soon. We'd like to have a meal with you. To thank you for taking care of us all these years.
No need.
It's a must. No trouble. I've reserved a private room. I'll send you the address. You have to come, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Sutton, please stop running. Mr. Sutton Sr. has ordered that no matter what, you're coming back with us today.
I'm not letting you sell me off. Grandpa's a beast. I'm young. Why force me into that?
Since he cares less about me.
I have no choice but to run away. Get him.
She's beautiful.
Where is he? Where'd he go? Let's go look over there.
Thanks. Michael, what are you doing?
Evelyn. You once said there's nothing happier than. From school uniform to wedding dress. For the past 10 years. You've loved me without wavering. You dreamed of us having a home. Today. That dream should come true. Evelyn. Marry me. Evelyn, marry me.
Mary, say yes.
Marry him.
Say yes.
Marry him.
Evelyn, I arranged all these surprises for you today. I invited all family and friends to witness this happy moment for us. Evelyn, marry me.
Ah, you think you can catch me? Hey, you're just in time.
Come in and help.
Oh, okay. I refuse.
Evelyn, did you get too excited and misspoke? Try again. Evelyn.
Refuse. Don't want to. Did you hear me? If not, I'll get a loudspeaker for you.
Evelyn. What are you doing? You were only trying to force me to give in. And I already did. I even proposed to you. What more do you want?
Michael. Cut the pathetic drama.
Evelyn Reed. Evelyn. I admit I was wrong before. I got played by Ava, but I already turned her into the police. I'll never contact her again. Don't be mad anymore.
Michael, when will you ever stop blaming women for your mistakes? I'm not some trash collector. So don't come near me with your crap.
Evelyn, you've been with me for 10 years. You're already in your 30s. Who else would want you besides me?
So what if I'm in my 30s? You're 3 years older than me, you might be dead by now. But you're right. You're getting too old for it.
Evelyn, what's with that look?
Michael, I've got looks and money. I'd go for someone younger. Why would I want you? Older and cheating? Or for being tens of millions in debt and poor as a dog? Boy, I've got an open kept man spot. Want it?
It's him.
It's him.
Evelyn. Are you that desperate for a man? You won't even leave a waiter alone. Evelyn. Take a good look at yourself. You're old and faded. Does he even want you? I do!
Miss, promise is promise. I'm yours. Don't worry, I'm easy to keep.
Evelyn. You too. Evelyn. Enough with the nonsense.
You'd better know when to stop. Get on your knees and apologize now.
Otherwise, by the time you really come begging, I won't look back.
That's fantastic. Don't ever look back. I'd be worried if you did. You're old, ugly, and an insult to her.
You!
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Michael, is this the woman you're going to marry? She has no shame.
Care about the Hart family name? Dad.
Stand up straight. Where's your backbone? No wonder even a woman can walk all over you. Bring up what I prepared.
Honey. The kids are just throwing a tantrum. Can we not make things worse?
Bring it up. The Harts came from a noble bloodline. One of them even served as a Secretary of State. I've led this family for over 30 years, all by following our family rules. Evelyn, before you marry my son, I expect you to memorize every single one of them. If not, you'll never step foot in my house.
Hart family rules. Rule 1. Hart family wives don't step foot in public. 2. You shall not eat at the table. What feudal relic is this? What pure nonsense.
How dare you?
Quiet. Don't scare her. Sir. Are your eyes that bad, or is it your ears? Didn't you just hear her say she won't marry your son? Must be your brain then, like your son. It runs in the family. How pathetic.
What nonsense are you spouting?
Stop.
Evelyn. I knew.
Michael, this is my last warning. No more tricks. Pay back the money and get out of my sight. Otherwise, get ready to be sued. Let's go.
Outrageous. This is outrageous.
Mike. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
Here, take this money.
No.
Didn't mean to insult you. Thank you for your help. I delayed your work. Consider this compensation for your time.
Miss,
He's over there. Again. Come with me. Mr. Sutton, don't run.
This way. You're.
Shoo. Don't talk. They're gone already. Can you let go now?
Miss, you smell so good.
You're smooth.
Call it being sweet. Don't believe me? You can have a taste.
Why are they looking for you? Who are you? Why are they looking for you? Who are you?
I'm Javon. I work at Ace Club. Miss. My dad's a gambler. Mom's sick. My sister's a slacker and messes around.
That's rough.
It gets worse. Miss. After Dad amassed debt, he turned his claws on me. He sold me to Ace Club to serve the rich. I refused and ran away. They're the creditors.
Ace Club? Does Ace Club belong to the Suttons? I never knew they did that.
They do. It's true. Miss. There are much darker things you don't know of. Take me in. Nowhere to go. If they catch me, my life is over. Miss, I don't eat much. And I can do anything.
Ms. Reed, aren't you looking for a nanny? The agency recommended some. Want to take a look?
Send me the details. Sorry, I don't take people in, but take this money for.
I don't want money. Why not hire me? Good at chores. I can help. You won't regret it. I can do everything. Besides, not only can I help you on chores, help keep scumbag guys away. Importantly, I'm good looking. You'd be in a better mood seeing this face.
When you put it that way, that does sound good. But,
No buts. Miss. I'm Javon. And you are?
Evelyn Reed.
Evelyn. That's a pretty name.
This is my place. That is my study. Don't go there. That's the kitchen. Dinner time. Get ready to cook dinner. I have work to do.
Cook?
You can't?
I can. Have to. I picked up some tricks from an expert. My cooking is unmatched. Drooling over it.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
Hello? Man. Do me a favor.
Hello. Look into someone. His name is Javon.
I'm at the door. Don't knock. Leave it at the door and go.
What's that?
Took out the trash. Done with work?
Almost.
Take a rest. Dinner's ready in 10.
Okay.
Here, try it.
This tastes just like Oaklets.
Evie. The provided day.
You worked at Oaklet, right?
Right. Fine. Worked with my mom there since age 10. Translate.
No wonder.
Here, have a shrimp.
Thank you. Eat up.
Evie. Do you not like shrimps?
No. It's hassle to peel them. As a child, Dad peeled them. Later, I started dating.
Evelyn. Are you serious? Can't you peel it yourself? Don't eat it then.
After that, I never ate shrimps again.
Here. Have some.
Don't bother. Not fussy.
You're not. Shrimp. I would peel shrimps for you for the rest of my life. This is for you. Thanks for taking me in. Love you.
It wasn't a hassle. He didn't want to. All right. That's enough. Hurry, eat. It'll get cold. It's fine.
Don't move. Evie. I'm good at this. I promise you. How is it? Feel better? Should I be rougher?
Much better. You should rest.
I'm not tired. Seeing you gives me energy.
All right, smooth talker. Getting late. Get some rest.
Watch out.
Ms. Reed, I have info on Javon. Emailed you the file.
Okay, got it. Life was miserable. Even suspected him of ill intentions. Javon, stay here as long as you want. I'll handle the things at Ace Club. It's late. Get some rest.
Good thing I was prepared. Hello? Do me a favor. Get takeaway from Oaklet and deliver it to the address I sent you. Set up a new identity for me. Specifically.
Stop. What are you doing? This is my son's place.
Ma'am, please don't get in our way. Son misused funds and refuses to pay. Ms. Evelyn has filed a lawsuit on behalf of the company. All assets under your son's name have been seized.
He is also blacklisted for dishonesty.
Besides, Mr. Reed reserves the right to act against Mr. Hart. This case involves a large sum. If Mr. Hart fails to repay timely, Ms. Reed can send him to prison.
What? What did you say, Mom? Mike, you can't go to jail. No one in our family's ever gone to jail. If you go to jail, your dad and I will be the talk of the town.
How embarrassing. You're a fool. I told you. A happy wife will give you a happy life. It's obvious Evelyn want our family gone.
Did she send you here? Bring her out.
Ms. Reed won't be seeing you.
Won't be seeing me? I bet she's scared.
Evelyn.
You can't be serious.
It's a bump in the relationship. It's not serious. I apologized. Do you have to do this to me? Listen. Make them leave right now. Or I'll make you pay.
How extreme. Michael, you'll never understand the harm you've done to me. If heaven hadn't given me a second chance, I would have ended up drained and destroyed by you.
Evie, come here.
Thanks.
Try it. It tastes nice.
It does. Fresh. It's the way they make it back home. How thoughtful.
I'm glad you like it.
After breakfast, get yourself ready. We're going out.
Are you kicking me out? Did I do something wrong? Is the food not good?
Relax. Not kicking you out. I think you're young. Have a promising future ahead. Got you a role as an assistant. If you work hard, you'll give your family a bright future.
Geez, I thought she was kicking me out. Thank you, Evie. You're so nice. How should I repay you? How about I become yours?
Let me.
Evie. What's wrong?
Jay. Still young, maybe your past experiences shaped this people-pleasing side of you. But you need to know. Not everyone nice to you has ulterior motives. I'm nice to you because I'm sorry about how your family treated you. You don't need to keep doing this. I'm full. Get ready. We're heading out.
But what should I do? Evie. I do have an ulterior motive.
Get out of my way. See Evelyn.
That would require an appointment. Without one, you can't go in.
New here? Know who I am. I'm Evelyn's boyfriend, the CEO of Mason Corp.
Ms. Reed is single. Stop. And maybe look at yourself in the mirror. Hey, Ms. Reed is here.
Evelyn.
Hello, Ms. Reed, reporter here. Congratulations on being a top entrepreneur. Would like to interview you.
Hello, Ms. Reed. I'm Oceana Corp's manager. Let's discuss a project. Evelyn.
When were you amazing?
Hello, Evelyn.
I'm Steve Logan.
I admire you. Are you seeing anyone?
Consider me? Someone's flirting with her.
I'm her boyfriend. Give it up.
Steve Logan.
I'll remember you.
All right, let's go.
Evelyn. Need to talk to you.
She has nothing to say to a jerk like you. Please leave while you can.
You're the one who should leave. I'm talking to Evelyn. What right do you have to butt in?
Javon is mine. He can talk over you. Why are you here instead of working? To pay back your debts?
Evelyn, we've been together 10 years. Can't you let this slide?
Let this slide? What about the past? Drop the act, Michael. You don't feel sorry. You're just scared. But one must pay for what they've done. No one can save you.
Evelyn. Step aside.
Stop harassing her. You don't deserve her anymore. Evelyn might be nice enough to let it slide if this happens again, but I'll make you regret every choice ever made.
That's terrifying.
You put up a sign saying, Michael Hart is prohibited from entering.
Yes, sir.
That's enough. You're just a moocher, riding on her coattails. Evelyn would never look at a brat like you.
Let alone a tainted man like you. And so what if I'm a moocher? She's fine with it. You did the same.
Who said so?
You're making it hard not to rip you to shreds. 10 years ago, Evelyn paid for your tuition and your rent. After graduating college, Evelyn worked day and night to earn capital for your startup. Also, Evelyn secured every deal the company's ever had. Do you dare say you aren't a moocher?
That's...
You weren't the only one. Riding on her coattails, Mistress did too. That's not all. There's more. Never once did you thank Evelyn for what she did. How shameless.
Can you be? Mason Corp achieved its position today.
Because of Evelyn.
In the circle.
Michael is a useless fool.
What an embarrassment he is.
Nonsense. I never did such things.
UJ*RK.
You seem a little different than usual.
Oh. Carried away. Furious he degraded you like that. If he hadn't run off, I would have punched him.
He's a nobody. Forget it. Let's go.
Phew, that was close.
Michael. Has Evelyn forgiven you? All the legal letters reached our house back at home. Now, everyone in town knows. This is so humiliating.
What? Evelyn. You've gone too far. Hello, Mr. Blanc. This is Michael Hart. You want Mason Corp down, don't you? I have something you'll be interested in. Alright, see you soon. Evelyn. Don't even think about listing your company. Since you want to wipe me out. Don't blame me for what I'll be doing.
Ms. Reed, Mr. Blanc took the Suburban project. It's the third this month. If this continues, it could affect the IPO announcement.
I gave him a way out. Pushing luck. Fine. It's time to reel him in.
Evie, it's time for lunch.
Talk later. Keep watch on him.
Yes, ma'am.
You came.
Evie. Does your head hurt again? Want a massage?
Jav, I brought you here to pick up some skills. Not to be personal assistant.
But I like taking care of you. Like it?
Never mind. Do whatever you want. Let's eat.
Hello. Find out who's been undermining Mason Corporation, whoever messes with Evie. I'll beat them up until they're disfigured.
Oh, by the way,
When are you coming back? Mr. Sutton Sr. made it clear that whoever hides the truth from him will be skinned alive. Javon, I'm hanging by a thread.
Relax. Be back with a family. Grandpa will thank you. Congrats, Mr. Blanc.
Another project secured.
CEO of Blanc Corp. Joseph Blanc. Next is the Yate Island project launch.
Mason Corp's top priority.
For the second half of the year. If we take that down, forget about ringing the bell for an IPO. Evelyn will lose everything down to her last cent, ha ha ha.
Same rules always.
Transfer the money to my account.
I'll have someone copy the proposal immediately. Here. Another one. Let's celebrate. Another successful collaboration.
Popping champagne. Before securing a project is taboo.
Javon, we found Michael's bin.
Selling confidential information to Evelyn's competitor.
Well, looks like we went too easy on him. Anyone who dares touch my woman, I'll teach them a valuable lesson. Boys. Trash this place.
Trash it. Smash what? Why are you here? With these people too?
H heard about Michael. I came to sort things out. These are all creditors. That's right, creditors.
Creditors?
They're worried I might run. So they're keeping an eye on me. Things going? Did he trouble you?
Him, please. Ms. Reed discovered serious project issues and involved someone. Planted a virus in the USB drive, Blanc Corp's system crashed. Thanks to Michael, it won't recover. Compete with Mason Corp for years.
Well done, Evie.
I know Michael. No bottom line.
Where is he now?
Michael and Mr. Blanc got into a fist fight. Michael's head split open and he was hospitalized. What's waiting for him next is a lifelong imprisonment sentence. All right, enough about him. Go home. I'm hungry.
Okay. Let's go home.
Welcome to Mason Corp's listing ceremony. Let us welcome Ms. Reed. A round of applause.
Mr. Sutton. Mr. Sutton Sr. agreed to postpone your marriage if you inherit the family empire.
Thank you all for coming. I announce, Mason Corp is officially listed.
Not going back. Tell Grandpa. Someone took me in. The family empire. Nothing compared to this.
The company has successfully gone public. Group.